Remember that dream of owning a beach house? The one where you wake up to the sound of waves crashing, the salty breeze gently nudging you awake, and the golden sun rising over the horizon? The one where you're sipping margaritas, watching sunsets, and feeling the sand between your toes as you unwind from the day's adventures. And let's not forget, not checking your bank account every 5 seconds because you're living the dream without the financial stress. Yeah, me too. Turns out, it might not be as impossible as it sounds. In fact, it could be closer to reality than you think. No, I haven't discovered a magical money tree yet. But what if I told you there's a way to make that dream more attainable? Enter fractional real estate. It's a game changer, shaking up the traditional real estate market and making luxury properties more accessible. Imagine owning a slice of a luxury vacation home, a swanky city apartment, or even a charming countryside retreat. Or how about a vineyard? Because who doesn't want to be a part-time wine baron, savoring the fruits of their investment? It's like timeshares, but without the regret and the 80s vibes. No more outdated furniture or musty smells. Instead of getting a week in a musty condo with questionable floral patterns, you get something far more valuable. You get a share in a beautiful property, managed by professionals who ensure everything is top-notch and hassle-free. So put down that avocado toast because there might be a better way to spend your money, or at least diversify your investment portfolio. Think about it. A tangible asset that you can enjoy and that appreciates over time. Stay tuned because things are about to get interesting. We're diving deep into how you can turn that beach house dream into a reality, one fractional share at a time. Okay, let's break this down. Fractional real estate is exactly what it sounds like. You buy a fraction of a property. It's like splitting a pizza with friends, except instead of pepperoni and extra cheese, you're divvying up a luxury ski chalet or a beachfront villa. Each owner gets a percentage of the property and a certain amount of time to use it each year. And the best part? You don't have to worry about the headaches of property management, because that's handled by the platform or management company. It's like having your cake and eating it too. But instead of cake, it's a vacation home, and instead of eating it, you're enjoying breathtaking views and sipping cocktails. Now you might be wondering, how do I even find these fractional ownership opportunities? Well, that's where the magic of the internet comes in. A bunch of platforms have popped up, making it easier than ever to invest in fractional real estate. These platforms are like the matchmakers of the real estate world, connecting investors with properties that fit their budget and lifestyle. They handle all the complicated stuff like due diligence, legal paperwork, and property management so you can focus on the fun part, planning your next getaway. Think of them as the Airbnb of vacation home ownership, but instead of renting, you're buying a piece of the dream. Just like any good party, the fractional real estate scene has its share of popular kids. Picasso, for example, is like the Beyoncé of the group, known for its high-end properties and celebrity investors. They offer shares in luxury vacation homes in some of the most desirable locations around the world. Then there's Arrived, the more approachable indie darling. They focus on making vacation home ownership accessible to a wider range of investors, with lower investment minimums and a user-friendly platform. And these are just a couple of examples. The fractional real estate world is constantly evolving, with new platforms and investment opportunities popping up all the time. It's like a real estate jungle out there, but instead of lions and tigers and bears, it's just really nice vacation homes. Section 5. Meet Sarah and John. They bought a vineyard, well, a slice. Let's put some faces to this fractional ownership thing, shall we? Meet Sarah and John, a lovely couple who always dreamed of owning a vineyard. They weren't exactly rolling in dough, but they stumbled upon a fractional ownership opportunity that allowed them to buy a small share in a beautiful Napa Valley vineyard. Now, they spend a few weekends a year stomping grapes, sipping wine straight from the barrel, and pretending to be experts on tannins and terroir. They even have a fancy wine fridge to store their share of the vineyard's bounty. The moral of the story? Fractional ownership can make even the most out-of-reach dreams a reality. Except maybe that dream where you're fluent in French and can pull off a beret. Some things even fractional ownership can't fix. Section 6. The good, the bad, and the ugly. What could possibly go wrong? Now, before you go throwing all your money at the next shiny fractional real estate opportunity, let's talk about the potential downsides. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of owning a piece of a vacation home or a rental property, but it's crucial to understand the risks involved. Because just like that questionable gas station sushi, not all investments are created equal. Some might look appealing on the surface but could leave a bad taste in your mouth. First, there's the risk of market fluctuations. The real estate market can be unpredictable, and what seems like a great investment today might not hold the same value tomorrow. The value of your fractional share can go down, just like any other real estate investment. Economic downturns, changes in the neighborhood, or even natural disasters can impact property values. And while you're not responsible for the entire mortgage, you're on the hook for your share of expenses, which can fluctuate. Maintenance costs, property taxes, and unexpected repairs can add up quickly, affecting your overall return on investment. Then there's the potential for disagreements with your co-owners. Sharing ownership means sharing decisions, and not everyone will always see eye to eye. What if your idea of a relaxing vacation involves skinny dipping and interpretive dance, while your co-owners are more of the knitting and jigsaw puzzle type? Things could get awkward. Differing opinions on how to use the property can lead to conflicts and stress. And let's not forget the dreaded HOA fees, which can sometimes feel like a bottomless pit of financial despair. These fees can cover everything from landscaping to pool maintenance, but they can also be a significant drain on your finances. But hey, at least you'll have a beautifully maintained pool to cry in. It's important to weigh these potential downsides against the benefits before making a decision. Fractional real estate can be a great investment, but it's not without its challenges. Make sure you're fully informed and prepared for what could go wrong. Section 7. Dip your toes in the fractional pool tips for cautious optimists. Okay, so maybe fractional real estate isn't all sunshine and rose, but don't despair. The world of fractional ownership can be a bit daunting at first, but with the right approach, it can also be incredibly rewarding. With a little bit of caution and a healthy dose of skepticism, you can navigate this brave new world of real estate investing. It's all about being informed and making smart decisions. First things first, do your research. Dive deep into the details of the property and the platform offering the fractional ownership. Look at reviews, check the credibility of the platform, and understand the terms and conditions. Thoroughly vet the platform, the property, and your potential co-owners. It's crucial to know who you're getting into business with. Are they reliable? Do they have a good track record? These questions are essential. It's like dating, but with higher stakes and fewer awkward first kisses. You want to ensure that your co-owners share your vision and commitment to the property. Next, consider your budget and your risk tolerance. Understand your financial limits and how much you're willing to invest. Fractional ownership can be a great way to get a piece of the real estate pie without breaking the bank. Fractional ownership can be a great way to diversify your portfolio, adding a tangible asset to your investments. It can provide a steady income stream and potential appreciation over time. But it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Real estate investments take time to mature, and there are always risks involved. Be prepared for the long haul and manage your expectations. Unless, of course, you discover a hidden treasure chest buried in the backyard of your fractional beach house. While that would be a delightful surprise, it's best to keep your feet on the ground and your expectations realistic. Finally, be prepared to compromise. In fractional ownership, you might not have full control over every decision, so flexibility is key. You're not going to get everything you want, and that's okay. Focus on the most important aspects of the property and be willing to let go of the less critical ones. So prioritize your must-haves and be willing to let go of the rest. This will make the process smoother and more enjoyable. Remember, it's all about finding a balance between your dream vacation home and your actual budget. With careful planning and a realistic approach, you can make fractional ownership work for you and enjoy the benefits it offers. Section 8. The future of real estate. More beach umbrellas, fewer tears. So, what does the future hold for fractional real estate? Will we all be sipping cocktails on our private yachts, discussing our latest fractional investments? Or will the whole thing go bust, leaving us with nothing but a bunch of awkward timeshare-esque memories? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. Fractional ownership is shaking up the traditional real estate market. It's making vacation home ownership accessible to a wider range of people. And it's forcing developers to rethink the way they design and market properties. Whether this trend is a passing fad or the future of real estate remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, it's going to be an interesting ride. Section 9. In conclusion, buy the fractional beach house, skip the avocado toast. So, there you have it, fractional real estate in a nutshell, or should I say a fraction of a nutshell. It's a new, exciting, and potentially lucrative way to invest in real estate, but it's not without its risks. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to invest is a personal one. But hey, if you can afford it, why not skip the avocado toast for a few months and buy a slice of that dream vacation home? You might even be able to afford a side of guacamole.